Hi, my name is Tejinder Kaur, and I'm about to present this presentation on human factors in aviation or aviation safety. Definitely the first question arises as we talk about this topic is why actually the human factor is important. So, definitely, there are so many conditions such as fatigue, stress, which makes it so important in aviation maintenance, and these conditions along with many others are called a human factor. And it is universally agreed that 80% of the maintenance errors involve human factors, and if they are not detected they can cause events, work injuries, and wasted time. So it's well said that aviation safety is not just about machines, it is about people, their decisions, and how they interact with the complex systems. Here we take a look what exactly the human factors in aviation are. So basically it's a bridge between the human performance and highly technical environment of flight operations, and they encompass the study of human limitations, strengths, interactions with the machines, procedures, and other individuals. They are important to minimize the error, optimizing decision making, enhancing overall system reliability, and they are important because to make sure there is like proper communication, teamwork, situational awareness to avoid any kind of accident or events in future. So one primarily important thing over here is that aviation safety relies heavily on aircraft maintenance, and when it is not done correctly, it contributes to a significant proportion of the aviation accidents and incidents. And that is why AMT, aircraft maintenance technician, it could be more difficult for the errors to be identified or to detect. Oftentimes these mistakes are present but not visible and have the potential to remain latent, affecting the safe operation of the aircraft for longer periods of time. There have been so many accidents because of the human factors. Few of them are here on the screen. One is on August 26, 1993, which is Airbus 320 from London Gatwick Airport. And the cause that was found for this one is the Boeing 757 flap change procedures lacked the knowledge requirement to correctly lock out the spoilers on the Airbus during the flap change work that was done the day before flight. So there is so many other accidents as well. One such as on April 26, 2001, which is DC-871F. That's a Emerald Worldwide Airlines, for which the left main landing gear would not exceed for landing. And the cause was the failure of maintenance to install the correct hydraulic landing gear extension component and the failure of inspection to comply with the post-maintenance test procedures, with no injuries, luckily. Many such accidents are there. Major accidents: China Airlines Flight 611 on May 25, 2002. Boeing 747 broke into pieces in the mid-air and crashed, killing 2 to 5 people on the board. The accident was the result of metal fatigue caused by inadequate maintenance after a previous incident. On August 26, 2003, there was another crash which took place. Both the pilots were killed, and again the cause was human error, which you can see that the factors were the flight crew's failure to follow the checklist, procedures, and aircraft maintenance. Depiction of the elevator trim drum in the maintenance manual. By now, we all know that why it is very important for us to take a look at the human factors or the accidents. There are few of the common reasons what were found out could be improved in future to stop these accidents, which is fatigue, stress, communication breakdown, decision making errors. There are many more, as you can see here. The dirty dozens, lack of awareness, norms, lack of communication, stress, and so many, lack of knowledge, distractions, lack of teamwork, fatigue, lack of resources, pressure, lack of assertiveness, and stress, and so on. So there is a peer model properly to understand the human nature, behavior, and how the people actually do the job, the environment they work in, the actions they perform, and the resources necessary to complete the job. So in regards to the people, definitely there are many things that is to be taken care of. Their physiological needs that is to be taken care of. You cannot apply the identical strength, size, experience, motivation, certification standards equally to all the employees. Every company has different requirement, and every job requires a different kind of performance, which must be taken care of by the company beforehand, before assigning any particular work to any particular worker. Definitely there comes into environment, two environmental aviation factors, physical and organizational. Physical is the obvious. It includes the ranges of temperature, humidity, lighting, noise control, cleanness, and workplace design. And organizational, it will include not just alone, but important factors is typical related to the corporation communication. And then actions which must be taken as the steps to perform a task, sequence of activities, number of people involved, information control requirements. So those are the things. So job task analysis is a standard human factor approach to identify the knowledge, skills, attitude necessary to perform each task in a given job. So in this peer model, R stands for resource. Again, it's sometimes difficult to separate resources from the other elements of the peer, but in general, the characteristics of the people, environment, actions dictate the resources. So many resources are tangible, such as lifts, tools, test equipment, computers, technical manuals, and so forth. Some other so overall, what we understood by now is there are some key practices we have to look into, like which can definitely help in human factor awareness and reducing many accidents, and which could help us in future. So training, education, fatigue management, CRM, human factors, automation, stress management, communication, workloads management, situational awareness, and organizational culture are few of them. There could be many more. I could say that the ongoing research are going on the same, and there's so many research papers, there's so many research, and also so many solutions on the same. And I wish, and I am thinking that we are moving towards more safer airspace for everybody. And then it is well said as well that airspace is believed to be, or air travel is believed to be, the safest mode of communication over all the three modes of communication: land, water, or sea. So land, water, and the air.